All right, Keith, we have continued this beautiful stretch, although tomorrow is going to feel a little different.
Yeah, I think it's the wind that's going to be kind of annoying tomorrow. Like 60 and sunny is nice still, but with the wind and the fact that we're 85 a couple days ago, it might be a little bit of a...
Maybe a swing.
Yeah, and granted it was like 85 for like 1 hour. That's the funny thing
Didn't
about
matter.
this time of the year when you hit that, it's like, well, you got 12 hours to get it done, so good luck with that. Let's have, quickly guys, I got an email about this highway runway thing. This continues. The potential myth about it being every 5 miles you need 1 mile straight so you can land a plane. This gentleman claims that Finland and one other country do have that rule, and that's how it got misconstrued. So I'm glad that it didn't just come from like nowhere out of my head.
You're just so well traveled.
No, I've never been to Finland, but some things just come out of my head and they're totally made up. So at least this had some basis. In fact, 71 today in Portland, 73 in Sanford. Nice day, transition day as we talked about yesterday, between those really mild temperatures and the cooler temperatures to come. Tonight we're down into the 40s and some 30s. Not especially chilly for this time of the year, but I think what's going to be interesting about tomorrow is that you start around 40, right, maybe in the 30s, and it's a real struggle to warm up. So we're 50 degrees at 9 a.m. We're in the mid-50s around noon. And so by 2, we get to our high temperatures, which is about 60. In some cases, it'll be in the 50s for that high. And the winds will be coming in out of the north-northeast, pretty gusty. So the combination will make it feel, I hate to say chilly, but it will be a big change for sure. Wednesday night is chilly. Temperatures are down into the 30s with some 20s out there as well. And then Thursday is a bright but cool day, but we do drop some of the wind. So I think Thursday will play a little bit nicer as opposed to Wednesday. This is only a 2-day cool down though, as high pressure builds in basically directly overhead. We're cool, especially during the overnight hours. But then that high slides out of the way and we get back into the warm sector in time for Friday, which is going to be a lot like today. And then the weekend, which is going to be a lot like last weekend, I guess, where temperatures are in the 70s and some of us will be in the 80s by Sunday and perhaps into Monday. It's a pretty warm signal for this time of the year, despite those challenges, which is, as we talked about, less daylight or fewer daylight hours. So that's always an issue. But still, with that kind of signal, we should be able to get to 80 plus in quite a few spots. And you can see that the upper air pattern. Now, this upper air pattern doesn't always translate to the surface. There are things that can throw that off. For example, an onshore flow in the summer or a fog bank or something like that. But it looks like just kind of large scale, we'll see warm temperatures on Sunday and into Monday. And there's a question whether or not it lingers into Tuesday, but our next chance of rain is probably Tuesday night into Wednesday, next Tuesday night into Wednesday, to be clear. Temperature trend is up here through the weekend, which looks great. It is in the 80s on Sunday. We've got 80 flat and 83, 84. Wouldn't shock me over southern Maine on Sunday afternoon, and same thing on Monday. And then again, our next chance of rain, I'm going to get this right at some point, will be on Tuesday night. We have a chance for a shower, but that's a maybe. So we're back in this pattern where every 10 days we think about rain. But we do have some nice weather and a lot of sunshine in between. I think, the foliage is peeking into the mountains, and this is going to be a nice stretch to see it because we're providing everything that foliage likes outside of the water, which is warm, sunny days and cool overnights. So maybe we can get a late pop out of that, even though we do have some drought stress out there.
Looking forward to the crisp morning, though.
Yes, I know.
It's going to be very nice. It'll be all smiles tomorrow. All right, Keith, thank you.